out here trotting around, and I'm going to show a little exercise called the inside roll. And now this is going to really involve a little history. The first time I ever saw an inside roll performed was at a Monty Foreman clinic. And look him up. He was ahead of his time and was one of the first of the real clinicians. I mean, he was before Ray Hunt, before the Dorrance boys started teaching people. There was Monty Foreman, and he tried to break down horse training. He used then movie film, high resolution, good movie film. He'd film sequences, play them back in super slow motion, and analyze them when everybody else was just thrashing around. He had a book out called Horse Handling Science. And you know, while it probably would look crude today, he was one of the first guys on the Western side of things that tried to really make this into sort of a science. So the inside roll is the opposite of a rollback. Here's your classical rollback. You stop. I was making a right circle. You roll to the left and go off. And of course, you wouldn't be sitting there talking like that, but that's your classical rollback. Same deal here. You'd stop, roll to the outside, and go off. Now, on the inside roll, you do something a little different. You stop, roll the same way you were going, come the whole way around, and go off in a right circle lying next to the circle you were making. And you can do that all over the pen. You don't need to repeat it at the same place. In fact, you probably shouldn't. But stop here, roll to the inside, and Mr. Sluggish there needed to wake up. Or you could come right here, do the same thing. That will get your horse coming back across themselves, and it will also help with the horse that tends to under-rotate in his rollback. So, whoa. So the last time I turned him, he was down there. I think you can do it sideways too. You've got enough room, particularly at a trot. You could turn here. Better. But see, because you're turning the direction you've been going, you take advantage of your horse's orientation that already exists, and use some of the softness you may have generated to make that turn. And if you watch, a rollback can easily become like a 140 or 50 degree turn. You can turn here and go to here and then run out of turn and then go off all out of shape. And you say, well, I got going in the next circle, so it was good. This deal here, I'm just going to keep going the one direction because that's usually how I cheat in these videos. Stop, you roll all the way to there. Probably over-rotated a little bit, but over-rotation, in a way, is the goal here. There. That was a lot better. And then you pick that up to a lope. As always, the degree of difficulty goes up considerably when you're loping compared to the trot. This colt, this is all kind of new to him, doing it away from the fence and so on. And he is not much of a stopper, so I'm not going to accentuate the stop. I'm just going to get him to quit going, roll him the other way. Stop will come or not in due time. Whoa. Now what does that build? Well, it builds that same rollback type maneuver, only to the inside. It lets you maintain the same lead if you have one problematic lead you want to work on. and it builds your canter departure. Whoa. Now, see, that's the downside to anything you repeat. So I'm going to wait and then go. So if he starts beating you to the punch, you don't want that to happen, so you just abort the mission for a moment and make him stand quiet. So I'm going to bring him over here instead of repeating at the same place. Stop. Whoa. Roll to the inside. Then get on out. Keep him down here in this end. Whoa. Stop. Roll to the inside and go on out. And that will get your horse turning back on himself a whole lot better. And it's not real stressful on him. Ooh. So my goal with this horse is not to make a rainer out of him at all, but to teach him some basic maneuvers that will make him a more enjoyable, handier horse to ride. And that's why I sort of do these drills. It gets him broker in the good sense, because people don't like the word broke. Well, I grew up thinking a broke horse was a horse that was proud of their work and worked hard at it and was good at it. That's what I'm after here. And I'll give him credit. He's on the right path. So that's the inside roll. You know, it's one of those things that can't hurt. It almost always helps. Give it a try. We'll see you after you've tried it next time.